Good morning. Happy Sunday. Just a little recap here of what we went over during the week in case you missed and anything strikes you as being maybe important for you or somebody you know with regard to Social Security by and large. Okay, so Monday, this was September 11th, a very thoughtful day for sure. And the video I put out was reminding you when you do your work history report, what not to forget when you consider the question of lifting, in terms of what you lifted at each and all of those prior jobs that you put in your work history report. Super important. Okay. Tuesday, the 12th. This was a short one on the second bad reason that some people fail to file for Social Security disability for any untoward length of time. So that is the second reason. And I think it had to do with the idea of welfare or handout. So you may want to check that one out. If that's what you're thinking. Wednesday the 13th. This was a little cautionary tale about what not to do with the family business if you want to have Social Security later. This often includes like a couple who are working a business together and how they file their taxes and such. It has nothing to do with whether you file jointly or singly. That's not the issue. So I would check that out. It could also apply to unmarried people, I would think. You know, some people are, treat life like they're married, but they're not. And they might have a business together and they might make this mistake when reporting details about that business work. And what happens is, and I see this occasionally, I see someone not have any Social Security disability when they become disabled now, and they don't understand because they've been working all these years. And I also saw this recently. This is less typical, but they also will not have, this is rarer though. Usually you might not get disability, but you're probably going to have retirement, depending on your work history. This particular one that I recently spoke to this week will not have retirement either. And it's just a crying shame because now that couple's no longer together. Okay. So that was what, Wednesday? We got Thursday. It was the third bad reason for failing to file for Social Security disability. And I, for the life of me, can't remember what it was. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Yeah, of course not. I can't even see. Oh, I know what it is. It was the presumption of a disability being temporary, and forgetting about what's called the closed period. So that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to forget about a closed period. It can be super helpful. All right. So then we came to Friday. And as you know, we always have our Friday fraud law review. And I have to apologize in advance always, because I always get a little chuckle out of these. Not because I appreciate crime. I don't at all. And I think we're not tough enough on it. Hint, hint. This was usually I put up convictions or sentencings, on a rare occasion an arrest, but then I won't mention a name because they are innocent until proven guilty. But this one was out of Oakdale, looks like Oakdale, Louisiana. The woman was stealing for 7 years the benefits of her brother who had passed away. She just kept on collecting them, and she got busted, and she's paying the price. Okay. So that was Friday. That actually has its own playlist if anybody enjoys reading up on crimes against the Social Security Administration. Sometimes they're intermingled with other agencies, like the one we had last week. That was a doozy. All right, so Saturday, it was a tip about tiny impairments and what you need to think about to let them help you win your case. Okay. I would say the majority of people, if they're filing on their own, or even with a lawyer who does not work with them through the details of an application, or better yet, draft the application themselves after gathering the information. They make this mistake all the time. I'd say the majority, for sure, over 50%, at least of what I see in my practice. So really, really, really important. If you are either filing your application now or thinking about doing it soon, even if you just did it, you can remedy if you failed to do what I talk about in here, and you should have. If after considering it, if you realize you should have, you can remedy that. So, but you have to do it now. You can't do it later after a decision is made or close to a decision, because they're probably not going to get on that, meaning the medical workup people. Anyway, okay. So that was it for Sunday. Our little roundup here. All right. Yeah. If you need those videos, go check them out. Have a great week. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I hope next week is even better than this one. Take care. Bye.